You hear that sound? You know what time it is? It's time for another Sailor Moon chapter. This time, Chapter 2, Amy, Sailor Mercury. We start off with Jedi saying he failed in his quest to find a legendary silver crystal. And Queen Beryl saying that the Great Ruler desires power. We must gather energy. And we must locate the legendary silver crystal immediately. Then we see Sailor Moon walking along saying, I'm home. Welcome home, Usagi. And then we see Luna herself and Usagi's mom saying, oh, a crescent bald spot chin. Dinner isn't ready yet. And then the mom starts getting scratched at. And Usagi says, Mom, I keep telling you that the cat's name is Luna. And if you say bald spot, you'll get scratched. Wow. Never get a cat with a bald spot. They do not have a good temper. So, anyways, Luna basically Sailor says, do you plan on living at my place to keep an eye on me? And basically she says yes for your training and stuff, so on and so forth. But Sailor Moon now must find all the Guardians. And the first one they find is Amy Mozonuko. I cannot pronounce that name to save my life. Yes, she's apparently very intelligent. She is first in the nation of Japan. She scores a score of 500 compared to Usagi's score of 50. Yeah. Usagi, you really need to get those grades up. Yeah. Anyways, moving on. We actually see a scene where Luna jumps down to say hi to Amy, and she becomes very sweet. And Amy, we can see, is a very sweet, kind character. Very nice. And no, there will be no British accent for her. I don't know why she had one in the first place. She didn't need a British accent. And we see that Usagi is getting to know Amy, and one of her reasons she wants to know, she says, if we become friends, then maybe she could teach me what parts of the textbooks are most likely to be on the test. Then I could be super genius too, maybe, with devil horns and devil tail. Yeah. Okay then. But anyways, moving on. After that, we see Usagi takes Amy to the arcade where Usagi was playing, loses, and then Amy starts playing and gets the high score. Damn, Amy's also so pretty, a genius, and good at video games. Yeah, whoever guy she starts dating, newsflash, she's a keeper. So yeah, don't do anything to screw that up if you do, because that'd be a huge mistake. But anyways, after Amy gets the high score, she gets a nice little cute thing out of it. I forget what that's called though. Oh, it was a pin, that's right. I fucked up right there. I was trying to remember what that was called. It's like, oh, it's a pin. So yeah, she got a pin. Then Usagi's like, I want one. And then she starts hitting the machine, and then she gets a pin. Different one, though. They both get pins, and the game in the arcade owner is like, Usagi, I'm begging you, don't break the machines. So after that, we see that Amy's in cram school, and apparently she's being pressured heavily by everyone saying that she's top student and that everyone's trying to get her, so on and so forth. We see that Amy's really been studying a lot, and that Usagi's trying to help her. And then she sees Amy one day. She also sees that Amy drops her disc, and they look at the disc, and they find out there's something terribly wrong with it. There's something wrong with that school. So basically, then Luna explains that the pin that Usagi's carrying can transform her into anything she wants. So she transforms change me into a doctor on duty at the university hospital. And Usagi becomes a doctor. Interesting. So she heads down to where where Amy is and that cram school is. And she sees that Amy is completely and totally exhausted and passed out. And we see that the person running it is apparently a villain. What a shock. So Usagi transforms into Sailor Moon. Moon prison power makeup. I will not stand for someone brainwashing the pure hearts of hard-working students. Pretty guardian of love and justice in a sailor suit. Sailor Moon has arrived. In the main moon, I will punish you. And then the villain starts throwing sharp papers at her. Sharp papers as a weapon. I wonder if that would really work in real life. We'll have to try. They may have to do that in the next Uncharted game. So after that, all the windows smash, and then suddenly the villain has Amy, and then suddenly Amy's powers start coming together, or start flashing in a massive explosion, and it's all covered in a thick fog. And then the villain's about to attack Sailor Moon. I'll slice you into hash. And then suddenly Tuxedo Mask grabs her, and then Sailor Moon does her patented Sailor Moon kick, knocking this week's villain down on the floor. Your enemy is right in front of you. Be more careful. Tuxedo Mask! I don't believe that we meet again. And then suddenly he puts her down and says, now hurry and rescue your friend over there. Then Sailor Moon does her Moon Tiara Boomerang and cuts the villain in half, destroying her. She looks for Tuxedo Mask and can't find him. And then we see Amy-chan, and now Sailor Mercury has appeared. She's not sure what's going on at first, but then Luna explains about the situation. And so we have a new Sailor Guardian, Sailor Mercury. And our story ends. Stay tuned for Act 3, because that's when Sailor Mars makes her appearance. Her debut. Anyways, that was the latest chapter for the Sailor Moon. What do I think of that one? Good chapter. I like the fact they're actually doing this quick and not having a bunch of filler. Honest truth, I mean, one thing about the Sailor Moon anime that was really bad was they never seemed to get to the frickin' story. They would always do filler episodes, and I mean, they did a lot of those. Here, it's getting straight to the story, to the next arc of the story, which I really like, and one of the reasons I really do enjoy this manga a lot. It keeps straight to the story and doesn't differentiate with filler. Now, if this was written by Kishimoto, oh dear, then we'd be dealing with about 5 chapters of nothing but filler. So, yeah. Sorry, I just had to take a cheap shot there at Naruto and Kishimoto and all the bullcrap people. But anyways, good chapter of Sailor Moon. Anyways, our next chapter, Sailor Mars. Anyways, this is Ash. Thanks so long. I'm out. Good night.